Hey, it's working. Hello, beautiful people. I think we're live. I think, yes. So if someone could just type in the box and let me know that you can hear me and see me, that would be fantastic in the chat box. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. We're gonna be diving into the one obstacle that is very, very common along our path of success. And specifically the success that we're gonna be talking about today is career or life purpose. Ah, cool. Good to see you. Mwah. So what I'm gonna be sharing with you today, my intention is that this nugget dominoes into your entire year so that it affects you know how they say in a sailboat, if you shift the course by a teeny fraction, right? A tiny degree, one little degree, it will change the actual destination that you land at. Because over time, one small shift makes a huge difference as you're traveling on your journey, okay? So I want to share this one piece with you as something that could hold as a North Star, yay, as a North Star, so that when you're making decisions every day in your life, this one little mindset pivot is going to help you arrive and live and embody your success, you know, whatever success means to you. We all have a different definition. Australia, oh my goodness, good morning. Good morning. It's like I'm preparing for evening here. Okay, so do you have any idea of what the biggest block is to success? Feel free to write it in the chat. What is the biggest block to success? And I had something else I was going to share with you guys today, but of course something completely truer and deeper came in when I shared. And anxiety is definitely a big one. That's such a common one. Self-doubt, comparing ourselves to others, fear of failure. I love you guys for putting all of this in. Not getting clients for my coaching, caretaking of others. Oh my God, you guys are so good. Exactly. So all of these that you're listing out, I was going to share with you that it actually comes from perfectionism, but I got somewhere deeper, okay? There's somewhere deeper, because if you think about it, perfectionism isn't actually not believing in yourself. Fear and anxiety is one of my issues. Really good. Okay. Perfectionism feels like a big one for many of us that can cause the anxiety, that can cause the self-doubt, that can cause, you know, the social distress and all of these things. Hello. However, when I was tuning in, I was going into a deeper foundation and I could feel, oh my God, okay, this is true across the board. Perfectionism may have been my thing. Danitza, oh, I love you. Doubt is a big block. Yeah, but we got to think about something. Where does the doubt come from? Hi, where does the doubt come from? Where does the anxiety come from? Where does the fear come from? Where does the inconsistency come from? Where does the perfectionism come from? You know, all these things that you guys listed and the perfectionism, it comes from someplace deeper. And if we can address this deeper block, then we can overcome it and actually serve what we're here to serve. And somebody said pleasing others, meeting the demands. Yes. So before I share this piece, I want to ask you, what is it inside of you? And this always brings tears to my eyes. What is it inside of you that you know you're here to bring to the world? What is it inside of you that you know you're here to share? At least that first step of what you're here to share. You may not have the whole staircase and the whole vision, but what is it that you really want to share right now that you've been procrastinating on, that you've been holding back on? You know, I'll give you my art, okay? Love. Goodness. Yeah, this applies to relationships as well, relationship success. Lori says to be a coach. I know that for sure. Great. So what is it that, for me, let's say it's giving a TED Talk, right? I've already written the TED Talk. It came through in meditation one day, but actually submitting it and doing little talks here and there in the neighborhood and in Los Angeles and stuff to prepare me. I have like perpetually put it off, put it off, put it off. So whatever it is that you're procrastinating, that is a really good sign that that thing is what you're here to do. That thing is what you're here to do. Wow. Being a voice for the voiceless. I hear you on that. Do you feel this? Like the collective of what the type of people who are here right now in this community and how much we want to serve and what we want to bring, but what in the world is standing in the way, and can we commit today to this video actually busting that block out of the water so that we can flow into the purpose, flow into the generosity and the service we're here to bring, okay? So if you're open to just saying a yes inside of yourself or in the chat, just yes, I choose to gracefully break through and share what I'm here to share, because that's how we collectively shift the world. So the biggest block, the foundation, the core of what has been holding all of us back from succeeding at the thing that we want to succeed at is, to Estonia, your come from, okay? Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? So what I mean by that is in every single moment, music, in every single moment, we are either coming from our little fear-based self, okay? Or we're coming from the truth. We're either coming from, what can I get from you? Give me something, like me, give me money, give me accolades, give me attention. Or, oof, can you feel that? Or the come from being, instead of under that boulder, like, oh, what can I get from me? Blocked in that place, which is what creates perfectionism, anxiety, self-doubt, insecurity, comparison, you know, all of the self-judgment, self-criticism, to actually climbing onto the boulder and standing on top of that block and being the true you, the powerful you that you're here to be this year. So, awesome, Ariel's here. Mwah. I almost wore your necklace today, by the way. So it's really about, in any given moment, so I'm going to give you a really specific example of how this works. In Mindful YouTube University, a lot of people actually, share that they can't make videos, okay? They have all the training, but they're still blocked. They're not actually doing it, a few of them. One woman gave a whole list of excuses, and I'm going to be blunt and say they are excuses. They're not true, but it's important to just call it out and see how this works. And I totally have compassion because this shows up in my life too. So the way that it looks is like this. And this is what creates the anxiety and the self-doubt and the frozenness, not actually acting on what we're here to act on, so what this particular woman was saying is, I can't make videos because, and tell me if you can relate to this, I can't make videos because my family or my culture, if I post videos, I'm talking about something that the people around me aren't prepared to hear, they're going to judge me for it. If you want to live your truth, Susan's in the house, Anita's in the house, we have our Diamond Process coaches in the house. I have a channel and started, but then I block myself and stop. I fail by letting life get in my way. Okay, I don't think it's life getting in your way. Life is just the byproduct. If something's really important to us, we'll make the space. So ask yourself, and everyone here, ask yourself, what's really getting in the way? What are you really afraid of happening if you prioritize it and say no to all the things that are distracting you and say yes to the thing that you're here to do, like making videos, for example? So for this woman, for example, in Mindful YouTube University, she's trying to get approval from a false world. If I can share my creativity, so can you, my counselor said. Yes. So there is no way to share your truth and fit into a false world at the same time. I really want you to hear that. There's no way to share your purpose, your truth, and fit into a false society at the same time. I'm going to say it one more time. There is no way for you to share your truth, that thing in your heart that's your code. It's your signature. It's what you're here to bless the world with. If you try to fit in to a false society, look around you. Look at most people. They are totally disconnected from their joy, from their purpose. Why? Because they're prioritizing who's around them, fitting into a false society. So when I said your come from is the block or it's the solution. So either you're coming from this place of, what can I give? And this is what's going to help you course correct so that you live and align with and arrive at the place you're here to arrive at, succeed at what you're here to succeed at. It's this little shift, and you can ask yourself this question again and again and again and again, every day, all day, anytime you feel resistance or a block to moving on the thing that you're here to move on. What am I trying to get something, or am I here to give something? So you'll know if you are in the place of your little self, the false self, the whole society, the world, is living in at this time, most people. If you're trying to get something, like this woman in Mindful YouTube University, such a beautiful soul. If she could just see herself and drop the need for people to approve of her or even like her, or accept what she shares, she will just blow it out of the water. She's got to move from her, she's got to shift her come from what can I get? Oh, I have to fit into my family. I want them to like me. I want them to see how powerful I am. She's got to drop that lie and actually move, climb the boulder, climb that block, stand on top as her true self, and ask this question: what can I give? What can I give right now? What can I give? What can I give? What can I give? There's no way to live in your limitation when you're in that space of what can I give. It's not possible. If I were to come on here and need you to like me or need you to be like, you're so brilliant, I would be shaking. I would be trembling. Total honesty, I do get excited and I do get a little nervous every time, even though I've been doing this for 8 years. But for me, it's more excitement. I get really freaking excited because we get to connect live from all over the world, and it's exciting. It's wow. I mean, when we're expanding and we're sharing and we're being visible, it's going to pop you into more of who you truly are. So the little self can be like, oh my God. But if I'm devoted to that self, I'm lost, and I will never be able to give you the value I'm here to give you. So what I always ask myself is, what am I here to give? What's my come from? Am I trying to get something from you right now, or am I here to give you something? I naturally get something because I love connecting with you guys live, like to feel that connection with all of us. Feels so good, like it just feels really good. But I know that some of you are gonna walk away from here and you're gonna go make that video. You're gonna see that block, that thing that's been holding you back from success. So I want you to just ask yourself this question: what have you been trying to get that's been freezing you in your tracks from making that video, or starting your coaching business, or making your art, or singing your songs, or whatever it is that you're here to do? What is it for you? Really get clear on that. Approval, great. So if your thing is approval, or if, feel free to write what your answers are to this. I'll start with approval. If your thing is approval, and the Diamond Process book is powerful for this, but I want you to think about the part of you that is always rejected. Acceptance, abundance. Okay, so you guys take those words and flip them to the opposite. So if you want acceptance, approval, for example, we'll do abundance in a second. What's the opposite? Rejection, right? Rejection. I want you to connect with a part of you that feels totally rejected and go to the worst case scenario. Everyone's rejecting you. Really go there in your mind. And see, it's not that we're actually afraid of rejection. We're afraid that if we're rejected, we won't accept ourselves. We'll believe people. We'll believe the lies that they're telling us, that false society is telling us. So what you need to become, what I need to become, what we can become, is that safe harbor, because the hard times will come, the rejection will come. Those things always come when you are living a magnanimous life. So The question is, how can you love yourself and show up for yourself and be really kind to yourself and gentle with yourself, especially to the facet of you that feels rejected, that's always rejected, that's not good enough, that's worthless in the world, and own that part of you. Just own, like, yes, I'm worth, there's a part of me that's just worthless in the world, that doesn't have a place here, that feels totally alone. Can I just digest that and own that rather than trying not to be that? You'll be amazed by what accepting yourself does, because you'll never, ever, ever need somebody else's approval again. So Lori's example was abundance. The opposite of abundance is lack. When I finally owned the impoverished me, the lack me, the homeless me, the me that I never wanted to become, oh my God, it didn't matter, because what I'm trying to get at here is when you embrace yourself and you love the fact that we're everything, we have the potential of it all, and get rid of having to be a perfect identity, then it's really easy to be the safe harbor that you need in order to shift your come from and be that generous being in the world. It's very easy to give generously and have your come from be, what can I give? What can I give? What can I give? When your cup is so full. I get so caught up in emotions and find it difficult to look my own self when feeling rejected, okay? That's your work right now. To, what if you have given too much and you are, oh God, these are good questions. So the rejection piece, that little one inside, I would really go back, RK, to like when you felt rejected, just go into this place of inquiry, of rejection, the first time in your life you felt rejection, and sit with that you, but you're gonna need to sit with that part of you from total love and acceptance. So if you're having trouble opening up to that loving, accepting version of you, it's not even a version of you, it's just the truth of you, that unbreakable you, what really helps is starting to focus on meditation, mindfulness, presence. Water that seed of presence in you so you can become more mindful, more present, and that way you can start to really sit with and look at, investigate those thoughts, those feelings about not being good enough or feeling rejected. I know how tender that space is. Believe me, it took me years to heal that and to just embrace myself through that. And now I'm super sensitive, and if I could break through that and I could heal through that, you can. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying it's an overnight thing, but this is your journey right now, and it is so rich if you really sit with those feelings and know that they're preparing you. The hard moments, my coach says this, and it's so true, the hard moments are the ones that shape your character. They're preparing you for something. I never could be doing what I'm doing now had I not been in those tough moments and actually sat with myself through them. I wanted to give up 1,000 times, probably 1,000,000 times, but I kept showing up. I kept putting myself first. I kept opening up to, what was possible for me by just showing up, being honest with each moment. So I think, RK, you have the Diamond Process book. That could really help. But there are many different modalities. I would just start to investigate these feelings with love and compassion and acceptance. So your work right now is to accept the one in you that feels rejected. Right, so I know a lot of you sent some other comments, but whatever that is for you, that is seemingly in the way. Like some people will say, oh, but I can't go live my purpose in the world because I'm still healing, or I'm broken, or I'm not strong enough to do that. And I'm gonna tell you that I've never actually shared this, I don't think. Through the dark night of the soul for me, which was in Mendocino, the thing that I think that separated me from other people who just collapse is that I was actually making videos through that time. So I was coming from generosity, even when I was on my hands and knees wanting to die, to be honest, right? I was in a really dark place, but I was still showing up for the most part. There was a gap of several months where I couldn't, but I was still showing up with generosity. And I think when we move into that space of service, even through those hard moments, and we show up anyway, there's something that's built, like our character is built, and there's a breakthrough that can happen. So if you're really stuck, yes, the self-care, and then also let me check out your chats, and then also serve. Like, where can you actually serve? Maybe it's, you know, even going to a pet store and loving up the animals and petting them and being present with them. So just to sum it up before I look at your questions and chats, the way to break through the biggest block, and the biggest block being your come from, meaning your mindset. If your mindset is, what can I get? I need you to be okay. I need you to approve of me to be okay. It's not, you're just gonna be stuck. Let's be honest. So it's really about shifting your come from to what can I give, and letting your success gauge be based on the fact that you showed up and did it. So the success is not based on what somebody gave you, or how many people liked you or approved of you or bought your products or whatever it is. The success is based on, and this is where your character and your strength is built, your success is built on showing up and doing it anyway. This is the only thing that has separated me from anyone else who's not actually doing what they know they're here to do, is that I kept showing up anyway. I kept serving anyway. So self-care, radically important, and continuously asking yourself, what can I give? And that question needs to also be turned inward. What can I give to myself right now to fill up my cup? And what can I give to others to inspire others, to share, to pay it forward, what's working for me, right? So bottom line is, I know some of you aren't gonna like this, but to get over yourself, to get over that false you and be generous, right? That's how we migrate into the true you. So remember, we will never, ever be able to share our truth and be accepted by a false world at the same time. It's mutually, you can't, it's not possible. So are you willing to stand up alone if you have to, with your own love in place, self-love in place, and give what you know you're here to give, and know that that's your success? There's this book called Get Over Your Damn Self. Oh, Mandy's here. Okay, you do your TED Talk. I will do my video. Leon's here. All right, Leon, we have an agreement on that. This is the year. You know this. This is the year. My purpose is to educate and empower the next generation. I also write short stories. Yes! So can we just send some light to this, to all these powerful purposes that are being shared right here, right now? And, you know, like Leon just had a powerful thing in there to get accountability. Ask somebody to hold you accountable. Yeah, see, Susan has got Leon's back right there, girlfriend. Can't wait to fully get into creating mode. Yes, goodness. Imagine, you guys, imagine if we all get off of this video and make a commitment right now. Like, if you've been wanting to make a video, I'm gonna challenge you. So to like complete this as a treasure tool, what is the one thing you've been wanting to do, and do it right now? So maybe you just go and make a live stream right now. You're probably like, are you insane? A live stream? Hell no. Heck yes. Like right this very second. If it's making music, can you prioritize making your music right now? Or send an email to someone, ask them to be an accountability partner. The biggest key to success, one of them, is who you're hanging out with. We can only take ourselves so far. So get a coach, get support, get a friend to, you know, move forward with you, hold each other accountable, go join a yoga group or some kind of meditation group or whatever you need to be in the field of people who are moving forward in the direction of their dreams. And by the way, if you guys are wanting to, if any of you, your dream is to coach, you want to break through and actually start coaching, Jason and I on Thursday are giving a free training, a brand new training that's about unlocking your power and actualizing your coaching success. So we're actually going to be sharing some new things. One of them being a financial thing that we recently broke through and how to break through that. And yeah, just some powerful things we haven't shared yet. We're like really excited to share. So if you want to check that out, if you want to be a coach, if that's your thing, go to diamondprocesstraining.com and just put your information there, and then we'll be with you live on Thursday. It's Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. All right, so that's diamondprocesstraining.com. I love you guys with all of my heart. I'm gonna come in here and just do a solid Q&A. I'm gonna go grab my notebook now and start working on a new short story. Yes, thank you. So what is it for you guys before we log off? What is that one step you're taking right this second? Just take 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes or 10 minutes or more if you have it to do that thing right now. Like for me, it's damn. Taking that TED Talk I recorded and putting it on paper. It's not on paper yet. Okay, I'm committing to that with you guys. So can you commit to something? I'm gonna do that literally right now. I'm gonna take 10 minutes and transcribe that. My mind is saying I don't have the time, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, so what is that thing for you? Getting back on Facebook Live. Holidays, I'm getting back in the YouTube saddle again. Yes. If you guys don't know, God, Susan, will you put in one more comment? Everyone go to her channel. She's freaking amazing. Check out her videos. Goddess Arriving, I think. Really, really good. Get off my butt. Yep. Okay, cool. Awesome. So whatever that is for you, let's do it right now and know that over the next 10, meditate. You don't have to try to meditate. Yeah. Do you choose to meditate or are you going to try to meditate? There's Susan. Oh, thanks, Fee. So notice her videos. They're really amazing. So maybe just committing, if you could commit to sitting for meditation for 5 minutes. Thank you. Yes. Awesome. Meditation definitely helps. I do it daily. Really good. Really, really good, you guys. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhaling it out. Good. Stop comparing and identify instead. Great. One more. Inhaling in. Bringing that breath into that purpose that's in you and exhaling it out, seeing it reach the world, just knowing that something was shifted here, something was cleared. Let's take a third for good luck. Inhaling in deeply. Exhaling it out. Just ask yourself the question as a treasure tool, what is my come from right now? Am I trying to get something or am I here to give something? And watch your world transform. Shaking is a good sign. Something's, your physiology's shifting. Good, 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 good. Think more positive about your situation. Thank you for all the lovely meditation videos you share on your channel. Please know I appreciate them. Oh, you're so welcome. Maybe I should make more of those. You're welcome. Thank you for being on this journey with me, you guys. And I'm so happy to be back live with you. And again, if you want to join us live on Thursday, if you are an aspiring coach or you want to train as a coach, learn some things as a new coach, go to diamondprocesstraining.com. All right, my friends, all of my love, big hugs, Mandy, and everyone here.